Hi everyone, my name is Arnaud with the Third Wish, and I'm so glad to be here today with A1R Radio. Thank you so much for joining the show today. Today we have an amazing show ahead of us. We're gonna have, of course, a couple callers. We'll have questions, and I also do have, as usual, a reading for the group for every single one of you, so that I can give you a little bit of an insight into the week ahead. But the theme for the show today, we're on Thanksgiving in the US, and the theme of the show is about thanking and giving thanks. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about the different techniques to do thanks and to thank others. The first one that I think is simple but yet very important is having some sort of a gratitude journal or meditation every single day to appreciate the things we have in our lives. An example would be clean water, which is so essential for us as human beings and animals. And so those are the kind of techniques that every single day, a 5-minute meditation or just simply writing into a gratitude journal really kind of change your perspective of life and makes us more appreciative of the things that we have around us. Another example of something that can be done to express gratitude is an altar. And it's an altar that, we've discussed altars before, but this one is very dedicated for giving thanks. And so it's a very universal in nature where you actually provide different elements, usually the 4 elements, and you provide different things that you want to thank in globality, the universe, for anything that you're very fortunate to have in life. And so it's by nature very open. You can have flowers, obviously, and crystals, and candles, white candles, for example, the most universal candle, and color, and of course, a petition. We've covered the petition before, but just for those of you who are new, the petition is just a piece of paper where you actually write what you wish for or what you're grateful for. And so it goes in the way of, thank you, universe, for my amazing children that are in my life right now. I appreciate them so much for those reasons. Something as simple as that. And so what you do with your petition is you write your petition paper and then you place the petition under a candle, and you actually look at kind of the energies around it and how it feels. It's supposed to feel good. Another technique that I like to talk about is actually using nature for thinking. And so one way of doing that, for example, if you have the opportunity to be by the beach or the ocean, or possibly have a river or a lake near you, is actually to offer a donation or to offer something for the lake or the water that you're grateful for. And so as long as this is not toxic or negative to the lake or the environment itself, this is something you can very well do with a couple of fruits, flowers, anything like that, that you go through a process of meditating and then offering those different fruits or flowers or anything like that, that will provide a general thanks to the universe. And so when you want to do that, you want to be very conscious of the process of saying thank you, and also thinking overall at the universe, but also who are with you, with your ancestors, with the saints, possibly if you believe in that, or any kind of spirits that are around you. This is an opportunity to be around, to be with everyone, and to feel one. So I hope that those examples helped you, but I think it's very important, and we sometimes forget to say thank you. So I just wanted to mention that, and hopefully you can make the best use of it. I believe we have a caller on the line. This is Margaret in Union City, Tennessee. Hi, Margaret.
Yes. Hello.
How are you?
Hello. Okay. How are you?
Good. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
What would you like me to look into for you?
Is my ex coming back to me?
Um, I'm sorry, what's the first name?
John.
John. So you would like to know if John's coming back to you?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a few minutes. I'm going to pull a couple cards. Listen, from what I'm saying, I really don't know why you are apart because I do feel that John has feelings for you and he does care for you. And I do see that there is a little bit of a distance between the two of you, but I see that as temporary. And so I really believe that within the next couple weeks slash months, you should hear back from him.
Really? Is he
Yeah.
seeing someone else? He is?
Uh, I don't see that it's with someone else. It might be, but I don't see that. I do see that at the moment he's very preoccupied. So I wouldn't expect to hear for a week, 2 weeks, something like that. Because
Okay.
in the long run, it looks positive. So whatever's happening now is not the final situation. You're gonna hear back in a little while.
Okay. Is my husband in heaven?
Can you say again?
Is my husband in heaven? Is my husband in heaven?
Oh, you want to see if your husband is with you in spirit?
Yes.
Yes. Would you mind sharing his first name?
Jay.
Okay. I think he's with you, and I think he's with you in the home, and wherever you are in the house, moving around or in different rooms, he is with you. I don't know if you can feel him around him, but he is definitely around you.
He's still around me. Does he
He is
love
around
me?
you, especially in the home, in the house. I don't know if you see signs or have dreams, but it's definitely around.
Okay. Does he love me?
Yes, I mean he really does care for you, and is showing that you're still together from like a family, and so that's very important.
49 years?
Say one more time.
49 years. We was married 49 years.
Oh, you were married 49 years.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what is showing is how important it was to be together and how um, solid the relationship was and how important it is for him to be around and to be of support. So Margaret, anytime that you are in doubt or feel that you need a little support, reach out because he's more than happy to help. He's more than willing to help. And so feel free, he's with you.
Is everything going to finally straighten up? My life for the last year has been hell.
I'm so sorry, I couldn't hear very well what you said. Could you say one more
I
time?
said, I said, is anything ever going to straighten up? My life has been pure hell the last year.
Yeah. The last year?
The last year.
Yeah.
Is it going to straighten up?
Oh, well, things would get better. Yeah. Let me, I'm so sorry you've had a very bad year, and it's been very hard for a lot of people, and I know for you particularly it's been difficult. Just gonna look a little bit of what's coming for you, so you get a little bit of a sense of if there's any improvements.
Okay.
Yeah. So just a second. Well, I think once you're not, I would say you're not completely out of the woods yet. You have a couple weeks to go where things might get a little tense. However, when you get past February, March, things going to improve in a very, very big manner. So don't get discouraged. Hold on because there's a lot of good news coming your way, but you have to wait a little bit. Wait until February, March.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's going to happen that's going to be good?
I do see money. I do see potentially a move. I do see help coming your way. So a lot of things going to start getting into much much better situation. So you're almost at the end of it of the bad time, and a lot of good is coming. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Margaret.
You'll come back. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for your call.
Thank you.
We have another caller, Trey Sean, in College Park, Georgia. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you too.
Happy Thanksgiving. How are you?
Good. How about you?
Yeah, very good. What would you like me to look into?
Okay. I was trying to do like a love reading.
Yeah. Are you in a relationship right now or looking for a relationship?
Me and my child's father, we just had stopped talking like maybe a month ago.
So you're in a
So I'm trying to
relationship
see.
right now?
No, I'm
Or
not
you
in a
look?
relationship.
You're not, or you are?
I'm tr- I'm not in a relationship, but me and my
Okay.
child's father, I'm trying to
Yeah.
see
Okay.
if we're going
Thank
to
you.
be able to rekindle.
Yeah. All right. So let me see what I can get. Well, I really believe that there's someone coming your way. I would say, before end of January. Um, you're going to be very, very pleased. It's someone very solid who's really good looking and really will care for you.
But I'm trying to see like if it's me and my child's father. Do you like? Should I still try to give hope, or should I just let the hope go between me and him?
Well, I do feel like it's a new person coming your way. So I don't think this would be with your child's father. I think this is someone new.
Hmm. So you saying just let the hope go and move on?
Well, I believe in free will. Everything is still possible. I don't want to make you believe that, there's no hope. Everything is still possible. What I do see in terms of energy around you is I do see that there is another man there that's, in the next couple of months coming your way that can make you very, very happy and appreciated. And so I wanted to bring that up. The fact that you're still would like ties with your child's father, that's a matter of free will. It's still possible, but what I do see is someone else coming.
Okay. So do you see him dead in our life still?
Oh, I do feel that no matter what happens, you'll still be in touch, you'll still be talking, you could still be friends, for example. That will still be going. And I do see that relationship being fine, not in bad terms or anything like that. But it might not be romantic.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Anything else you would like me to look into?
That's just, I was just trying to get a love reading. I'm still
Yeah.
kind of confused.
Yeah. So that is kind of in terms of who could become in your life. That's what I see in terms of possibilities coming your way. Um, if there anything else in another areas of your life you would like me to have a look?
um, like stay, like for me and my child, be able to be stable, just like the
Yeah, let
future
me
of
have a
me and
look
my
at that.
child.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, I see that, it's really how you're going to be stable is in the matter of finances and in the matter of paperwork. Those are two very important aspects of your life that you're going to be able to get through and get improvements by finances and actually putting the right paperwork in place, possibly some legal things to make sure everything's okay. And so the answer is yes. I think you get steady improvements over the next couple of months.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Trishan.
You're welcome.
Have a great
Thank
evening.
you.
Thank you
You
so
too.
much.
And happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.
You're
So
welcome.
thank you so much for the callers who were with us on the call. And now this is the time actually to do a reading for every single one of you. And so the way we're going to do this is I will assign a number for each one of the tarot cards that I actually ask my guides before this show to get a little bit of an insight for you for the week ahead. And so the way we're going to do this is I'm asking you to choose a number between 1 and 3, 1, 2, or 3. And so, depending on the number, I have a different card and obviously a different message. And so, I'll give you some time to think of a card that matches, your current energy level and feeling at the moment. Take a deep breath, 1, 2, or 3, and here we go. If you pick card number one, that card is actually the King of Wands. And this is a very strong card. Obviously, we're dealing with a king here. So lots of energy, lots of potential, someone that is coming to lead and be a visionary. And so the week ahead is going to be all about doing and action and leading and managing and project managing and going after one action and one project after another. So you have a lot going for you this week. This is not going to be a week where you reflect on things. This is going to be a week where you actually think very clearly of actions you want to take for the long term, actions that are going to bring positive results into your life. And so that's if you picked card number one. For card number two, if you pick number two, we have a little bit of a different card here. It's the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords, so we're dealing with thoughts here. We're dealing with ideas and arguments. And so it's a little bit of a conflict and a combative card. We're talking here about exchanges and arguments that could be violent at times. So it's a week where you need to be ready for having to argue or having to defend your positions. And so it's not always an easy thing to do, but we know it is quite necessary. And so this week, you're going to be asked to present your arguments, to defend them one by one to the strongest logic. And you will find people that will have counter arguments. So it's going to be a little bit of a back and forth week where you'll be talking one way, someone else be talking another way. And it's just something that you have to get through for the best of the situation, really, because even though this is taking energy and could be frustrating, at the end of that week, at the end of next week, you actually have a clear idea of what you would like to accomplish. And so it's still a very positive manner, even though it's going to require a lot of energy. And that was for those of you who picked number two. We do have the last card, and the last card is number three. And so for those of you who chose number three, the message for the week is symbolized by these cards. Another five, the Five of Wands. So here it's a little bit of a different energy again, but it's a little bit similar as well as the previous one. We have the Five of Swords, and then now we have the Five of Wands. The wand, as you can see, is the wooden stick that catch on fire. And it's not a surprise that in that card, you see a dragon and you see the fire, because we're talking about very strong energy here. So the week ahead, unlike the previous card, the Five of Swords, is a week of action, of conflict potentially, of moving forward, but it's a little bit closer to an action and a positive outcome than the previous card. This is just going to be about very busy. This is going to be about conducting activities, potentially having to make your way into getting the results you want. But this is that kind of energy. So you're dealing with red colors here and fire and that type of energy that actually going to move you forward all week. So I wanted to really make sure that you had those views for the week ahead. I wanted to continue on here a little bit to the theme of giving thanks, because this is really the theme of the day here for Thanksgiving. And I just thought another tool that one can use to create thanks and give thanks. And that tool is actually to create a electronic email address of a body that you want to thank to. So, for example, you could create an address such as, the universe at gmail.com, or God, why not? I'm sure it's taken, but something along those lines. And so you create this email address kind of being your own email address, but you're actually submitting a letter. And so you will be submitting a letter to, for example, theuniverse@gmail.com. And what you'll do is you'll be, sending an email from your own email to that email, sharing all the things that you're grateful for. So this is really an idea that is very simple, but it's kind of quirky a little bit, but actually really brings the spirit and the energy so that it's actually get there. It's actually provide that positive energy out, and it's very important in the area of the law of attraction and the law of manifestation. And so why is that? And why all this effort to say thanks? Well, when we say thanks, we're actually putting positive energy out. But that energy is always moving. Energy is always moving. And so when you're putting it out, chances are that it will come back to you. But the beauty of it is that it comes back to you tenfold. And so that's why it's so important to put the good work out, to put the good energy out, because whatever you put out, that's what you'll receive, but you'll receive so much more. And so I really would like to leave you with those thoughts is what kind of energy are you putting out there that's thinking and positive that you expect to get in return, you can get in return. And then so basically when we talk about karma, this is a way of getting karma positive on you. This is getting all that positivity and joy in the world, because if we were all doing this, you can imagine that we will have such a better world. And so on that note, and really thinking of what today is and thinking of our country and the world, just wanted to myself put all my thanks out there to all of you. It's an honor to be doing the show here with A1R Radio. And you can also find me on thethirdwish.com or thethirdwish.net, or on my Patreon page, patreon.com/thethirdwish. Thank you so much. It's been an honor. Happy Thanksgiving, and talk to you next week. Thank you.